Very good morning, doctors. How are you all doing? I hope you all are doing very well. I wanted to make this video since long, but I'm making it today. Uh, which approach do you follow? Or uh, which approach mesmerizes you? You are a die-hard fan of which approach? Is it the applied mind? Is it the classical homeopathy? Is it sensation method? Is it productive homeopathy, or is it the Kolkata style of prescribing, or is it the therapeutic approach, or is it facial analysis, or is it polarity analysis, or is it which approach do you follow, and which approach have you confined yourself to, or do you believe that it is the case that should determine the approach? I personally believe that it is the demand of the case that should decide the approach rather than our own personal biases and our preferences. It is the demand of the case and the situation that should decide the approach. If you listen to if you listen to practitioners of various approaches, if you listen and observe uh, the style of homeopathy practiced in different settings, be it in a setting where the prescriber gives 1 hour of case taking, or be you observe a style where the prescriber has adopted a style of rapid prescribing, uh, whether he emphasizes more on the mind, whether he emphasizes more on the pathology and physicals. You, if you have observed everyone in an unbiased way, if one observes everyone in an unbiased way, and one comes to a conclusion that all approaches deliver results provided they are best suited to the demand of the case. An unbiased evaluation, an unbiased assessment of all the schools of homeopathy, of all the schools of thought, of all the approaches, will make an unbiased individual to come to a conclusion that any remedy, be it a polycrest or a rare remedy, any remedy may be needed in any case. Any potency may be needed in any case. Any repertory may be needed in any case. Any approach may be needed in any case. You always need to be flexible in your perceiving and executing. So, instead of being jack of all the approaches and master of none, it is always sensible to go deep into one or two approaches. But the risk is that if you see results only through one approach, you will become biased that only this approach give results and other approaches perhaps don't give results. And over a period of time you start influencing others also, and instead of broadening a point of view, you narrow down your own point of view and narrow down others point of view also, your juniors, your students, which is detrimental to the progress of homeopathy. Respect all approaches, respect all styles, don't condemn, at least don't make don't divide yourself on the basis of approaches, just like the rigid Indian caste system. This approach makes you a better homeopath, and this approach makes you an inferior homeopath. Don't have this sort of a thinking. Try to learn all approaches and apply the one best suited according to the demand of the case. There should be someone who can teach you the beauty of mental rubrics, be it the literal meaning or the metaphorical meaning. There should be someone in your life who can tell you the beauty of the Materia Medica, the newer text, as well as the older classics such as Allen's Keynotes, Borik's Materia Medica, Kent's Materia Medica, Pulford, Dunham, Copperthwaite, Nash, Farrington, Tyler, Pulford, and whatnot. There should be someone who can teach you the beauty of Vitholkas, Philip Bailey, Catherine Coulter. There should be someone who can explain and justify the necessity of rapid prescribing. There should be someone who can justify the necessity of a detailed case taking and detailed analysis and evaluation. All in all said and done, be versatile. Try to be versatile. Just as I said, that it should not happen that we at the end of the day we end up becoming jack of all approaches and master of none. So this, instead of that, it would be preferable to master one or two approaches, but still I would say try to learn all approaches. Yes, not becoming a jack of all and master of none, still having a fair knowledge of all the approaches and trying to apply the, the one best suited to the case is still a sensible idea. It is very challenging, but still a very sensible one. There is an old Indian saying that it is better to be blind rather than having only one perspective. There is so much to say and there is so much to discuss, but I think I tried to convey my idea. If you agree with me, kindly share your thoughts in the comment section. If you agree, kindly share this video as much as possible. Thank you so much and stay tuned for more stuff.